Welcome everybody, I'm your host Erin, and I'll be reading the energies of all 12 signs from Spirit for the weekend of June 17th to June 19th. So let's get started and see what Spirit foresees for you this weekend. Hello to you Capricorn, so glad you could tune in. Thank you for coming back if this is not your first time. Also, thank you for tuning in if it's the first time you've checked me out. So Capricorn, what we see for you, the Two of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, and Justice. So starting out with money for your weekend, seeing the Two of Pentacles as being able to balance your resources, being more resourceful, like juggling your resources so that you're able to make everything you need to happen. So this weekend might be a little tumultuous financially. You might find yourself probably being prepared for it and knowing what's going on, because that's how you kind of roll, right, Capricorn? Very industrious, very ambitious, and you are usually on your A game when it comes to what you need to be successful. So this is saying that this weekend you might be doing a little bit more financial dancing than normal to make everything you want to happen this weekend happen, and that's okay. Because it's a financial start, I'm pulled to want to read your big card, your power card, your justice, but I'm going to instead go against my instinct a little bit, because this Nine of Cups is also drawing my attention. I don't know why, but knowing that with your finances, knowing that you're finding yourself in a bit of a little dance financially, between what you need and what you want and what you can accomplish, this Nine of Cups, the Nine of Cups represents wishes fulfilled and a sense of contentment, and definitely feeling like anything is possible. This is that magic in the air kind of card. So I'm really glad that this one was pulling me a bit more than the Justice. So saying that it's probably a romantic involvement that's going to have you doing some financial footwork per se. So now let's go to Justice. So with the Justice card, we do know that Justice is very tightly linked with Libra. So this person that's involved might be a Libra. We all know that Libras love all of the extras that go along with romance. So to create that magical moment, to create that wonderful weekend, Capricorn, if you have a Libra in your corner, if you have a Libra in your social life, even if it's not your romantic interest, though because we're saying this is just an overall wonderful sense of wishes being fulfilled and just this enchantment for the weekend. So now you have a Libra tied in, and they're tied to enchantment. They're tied to things that are romantic and wonderful. And I can't believe we had that amazing experience. So the money is probably going to be tied to your Libra. So I'm almost saying, if you want to avoid this problem and you want to be on an even keel like you normally are financially, Capricorn, not avoid Libras, but be prepared for that. A Libra in your life is going to want to have that magical moment. You might be going to Disneyland if you live close enough, and if you don't live close enough, you still might be going to Disneyland or Disney World. I just feel Disneyland, where everybody feels like a child and feels magical. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Capricorn. And now for Virgo. So our meticulous and critical Virgos. We're starting with the money card. We're the Five of Pentacles. Ooh, the Tower. And the Five of Swords. So it seems natural that we would be seeing a challenge card in this reading. There's only 3 cards, but when you have the Tower, you already know challenge is coming, and because it's for the weekend, it's coming quickly, Virgo. So your meticulous nature will definitely kick in there. It'll be very helpful. The way that you like things to be kind of methodical and in place. So your nature says that you're already going to be prepared for whatever's coming. But because you have that money card, that Five of Pentacles, I'm going to assume it's something financial. Let's check it out. Let's see what Spirit has to say. So your Five of Pentacles is involved with insecurity, isolation, financial loss, feeling like you're being left out of the good things in life. So that Five of Pentacles is kind of the bummer card for the weekend. So we know it's short-lived. It's your weekend reading. And the Tower says that anything that's coming your way that's negative or chaotic is going to be short-lived. It's going to be temporary, but it's going to be something fairly big because you've got the Tower here. So in this case, if you've been watching me for a while, you know I usually don't give into that trap. I don't give into the trappings of what a card means. I want you to understand it, but I don't want you to feel like, oh my goodness, this is what it is. And I can usually turn it around, but Virgo, this week is going to be some hurdles for you financially. They're going to seem bigger than they are because the Tower is big news, big stuff. And obviously it's a power card. It's a heavy card. So in this case, saying the Five of Pentacles, your money card is saying, yeah, something's going on. Something's not quite right. So let's look at your challenge card, your Five of Swords. Now the Five of Swords is saying you are going to have a wake-up call. Something is going to bring your attention to this financial issue. And more than likely, because you are very methodical, you are practical, you probably are already going to be aware it's coming. It's something that you thought was coming, you were anticipating, and it's happening, and it's going to start to unravel for you this weekend. Something is. So just beware. Continue on the way that you always have, because you were probably already aware of this. I always like to say that even though I'm saying it in your reading, this is something you probably already saw coming. I'm just kind of bringing some reality, some concreteness, oddly enough, with a tarot reading. But I'm actually saying to you, yes, this is a case where you are already steadfast with your money and your business life. You are already prepared. Now, if you might be feeling this loss, and if you are feeling a loss, then yeah, if you've already been feeling this sense, it's just going to culminate this weekend. It's either going to get worse than it has been and you're going to have to come out the other side victorious, or it's going to start this weekend and it's just going to hang around for a little while. I'm choosing to say that you're going to have control of this where you're coming out of it by the end of your weekend. So just hang tight and stick with your nature. You'll be okay, Virgo. All right, and now for Aries. My enthusiastic and impulsive friends. We start with the Three of Swords. So starting out with some challenge. You have Strength, which is lovely, and you have the Three of Pentacles. So starting out with challenge, but with having that Strength card, that automatically makes me think that, again, whatever is coming your way, you are going to be in control of. You are going to have a very good handle on it, because strength, of course, is knowing how to lead with not just your heart and your fortitude, but it's being able to get what you need and get what you want by using your mind as well. So being forthright is very, very much connected with the Strength card. So that being said, let's look at your Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords does speak to and deal with feeling trapped by negative emotions. So already with this type of challenge coming at you this week in Aries, it's going to test that enthusiasm. It's going to see, can you still have a smile on your face and feel like, everything's an exciting challenge when you are being met with something that's going to cause you some sorrow, some very negative energies coming your way this week in Aries. But it's so nice to know that you do have strength on your side, because with strength, you are going to have that strong sense of compassion, very courageous, very confident, and your composure and the way that you carry yourself, that self-confidence is going to come to your aid. So you are going to be able to meet that sorrowful challenge, to be able to break away from that negativity. The negativity cannot be given more power than it naturally needs. So of course, if something is happening for you, Aries, you want to be in the moment. You want to be very aware of it, present in what's happening. But you also know with that strength, you're going to be able to just move right on, keep moving forward, keep that positive momentum. Now you have your Three of Pentacles. With your Three of Pentacles, that's speaking to creativity and success. It's saying a rise in status among your peers, even possibly. So in that case, your work is probably going to be your saving grace. Whatever is going on, the money situation is going to help draw away from that. It might even be part of why you're feeling like this, but I have the feeling that the negative thinking isn't really financially linked. And because the Three of Pentacles is saying that you are stable, this weekend you're feeling good, you feel like you deserve a wonderful weekend, but something is blocking that for you this weekend. But just know that it is going to come back to you. You will be fine. You have strength in this reading, which is very important. And then again, with that Three of Pentacles saying that your creativity is going to bring you recognition and help you with success in business or career. So if money is what you've been worried about, you're not going to have to worry about it for much longer, Aries. This weekend, you're going to be working on that. And that's what I see for you. And now for Taurus. Hello to you, Taurus. Hope everything is going well for you. I hope that you are having a great week and ready to hear about what Spirit has to say for you, say to you for the weekend. So let's go ahead and get started. So Taurus, we start with the Devil. Nice strong power card. Another power card. We have Temperance, and then we have the Knight of Pentacles. So let's go ahead and start with the Devil. So normally the Devil represents that you have some sort of challenge within yourself, with your self-control, with behaviors that you know can cause you trouble. The Devil is saying that you need to recognize those troubles, recognize those signs and the things that you know are problematic for you, and address them and control them. So having that self-control is good. Impulsive behavior is very rarely good. Every once in a while it's good to strike while the iron is hot, but your practical nature and your obstinance is not going to allow you to do that. If there's something this weekend that you need to be very there for, very present for, very on your A game, Taurus, and you are going to do that. The Devil is saying that you recognize the things that you need to change, the behaviors that you need to adopt to be more successful. So therefore, you're going to be working on those things. Temperance, having Temperance in your reading very much suggests that yes, you're going to have that sense of balance, that sense of compromise that is going to be necessary to be successful and to carry out whatever it is this weekend. It could be a family activity. I mean, God forbid you be in charge of something like the family reunion or something. That's huge. That's a big responsibility. So whatever's coming for you this weekend, Taurus, is something that's big. It means a lot to you. So you are looking at yourself. You're looking inside yourself to see what you need to change, what you need to do to make yourself not more palatable, but just things that you know cause you a little bit of blockage, something that's keeping you from getting what you want. And you know, you have to manifest, and you have to think about what you want. And this is saying that if you aren't thinking about the big picture, that something's going to be missed. So just know that you have Temperance to help you with this. So two very, very strong cards saying that you are going to be able to rise to the occasion, do what you need to do. It looks like it's going to have something to do with money. And because we have the Knight, we know that this usually invites rash behavior, bold actions. So having the Devil and the Temperance in this reading says, yes, something that involves money, you're definitely going to have to pay attention to and not just go off the deep end or just go without knowing what you need to be doing. And the Knight also represents good luck on the horizon for money and for just knowing that you already know what you're going for. The past efforts, things from your past, just knowing that you need to change something to be more successful. And like I said, not necessarily, this is saying money. It's definitely saying money. But the responsibility of the things you could be doing this weekend, Taurus, just be mindful that you need to watch your P's and Q's. And that's what I'm seeing for you, Taurus. Hello, Sagittarius. And I'm so glad you were able to stop in. Very glad to see you. And let's see what Spirit's holding for you this weekend. So we're starting with the Three of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Four of Cups. So interesting, you have your emotion in succession this weekend. But let's start out with the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups, we know, I like to call that the friendship card. It's just saying that time with those people you love that you are not romantically involved with, people that love you exactly for who you are. Your friends tend to be just that. They care for you regardless of your foibles, things that they don't necessarily love, but they do love you. So this weekend is definitely going to be a weekend to be with your friend Sagittarius. And that idealistic way that you come across, the things that you are open to, this weekend, this might be the weekend for you to explore that with your friends, try something new with them. But it's definitely saying, the Three of Cups is definitely saying that it's going to be a friend weekend where you come out of it feeling rejuvenated, both physically and emotionally. So it's necessary, Sagittarius. I feel like you've been working very hard, and so you do feel like it is time for you and your buddies, your homies, to get together. And then we have the Page of Wands, your action card. And the Page of Wands is speaking to optimism and enthusiasm, just good news, and things that you are doing are going well. You are having good luck with work, home, emotional things, love interest. You are having a very good week, you're going to have a very good weekend for this. You are going to really feel optimistic and want to go forward with things. It's going to be a rejuvenating. Like we said, the Three of Cups said, this weekend is going to be rejuvenating for you. So it's going to give you that push, that little push that you need to get something going. This weekend's going to be the start of that. If there's a project that you've been wanting to get done, for me, that's usually what it is. Things that you put off, like cleaning your closet. Cleaning the bathrooms. I mean, who wants to clean a bathroom? And oddly enough, that could be something. I mean, I hate to clean the bathroom. So I could see that being something, wow, I'm going to have time that I can do it and still recover from it. I hate cleaning the bathroom. And then we have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups speaks to emotional stagnation. So this break that you're going to have with your friends. So if you are in a couple right now, Sagittarius, this is going to give that freedom-loving part of you, that sense of independence. You're going to be spending time with your friends. I'm not saying you have to get off work on Friday night and spend every waking moment with your friends till Monday morning. What I'm saying is you're going to have that opportunity. It's just going to fall into place that you get to spend time with your friends, people who have known you a long time, know your things, know your confidants. You're going to have that time, which is going to kind of balance and almost cancel out the Four of Cups. There's not going to, if you have been feeling stagnant, if you have been feeling like all of your needs haven't been met by your love interest, well, this weekend is going to give you that chance to get away. And we do know absence makes the heart grow fonder. So embrace it, Sagittarius, and let your partner know, you know what, I need some me time. And by me time, I mean me and my friends' time, not you. And that's okay. It's allowed. Enjoy, Sagittarius. And hello to you, my Leos. And let's see what Spirit has for you. Thanks for checking in this week. Always nice to read for you. Oh, look at that. So we have the Queen of Pentacles starting you out this weekend, Leo. And then we have two power cards. And looking at them together, we could see a negative pattern here. But honestly, I am a very social being myself. I'm very social. And so with your extravagant, passionate nature, I think that we would almost agree that there are times when you need to be on your own. You need time for yourself, for anything to come about, for not just for good things to happen, but for you just need time away from it all. So I'm seeing that your two power cards are speaking together like that. They are saying that there's going to be some good quality solitude for you this week in Leo. And I'm even speaking to Leos out there that have 6 kids and a wife, and there's going to be family. You're going to find that time this weekend. I'm not saying the whole weekend. I'm saying there's going to be a period of time this weekend, Leo, where you get that peace. I'm going to even say nice and quiet, just some, whatever you need. If you need music, then you're going to have that time with music, but you're going to have that time for yourself. But let's go to your main card really quick, your Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles, speaking to a sense of peace and tranquility and just relaxing into the fruits of your labor. Everything that you have done, you feel like you're good to go right now. You feel very comfortable with what's happening. And then that's also with the Queen of Pentacles is also saying that you are at a point where you feel like you are good enough, you are solid enough that there's lots to go around. You can share with people. But as I said, with death, and we know with death, it is very strongly linked to Scorpio. So a Scorpio could be involved for you this weekend, Leo. And death represents endings. Plain and simple, it does represent endings, so therefore a renewal or a rebirth per se. And the change that you make, the way that I prefer to see the death card is that the changes that you make are positive. They are good for you. And then let's just jump right into the Hermit. The Hermit speaks to inner wisdom and solitude. And like I said, just seeing the two of them together, it's saying some things are going to change. You're very extravagant, bold. I'm out doing everything. I make a point of seeing this group of people on a regular basis, or I commit myself to the softball team at work, and all of that this weekend is going to stop. Not in a bad way, not in a sudden tragic way. Just you're going to slow down. This weekend, you're just going to slow down for yourself. You might be doing something that involves helping people, especially in a financial way. But whatever you do, it's going to be for you and your solitude and your peace. The Hermit and Death both say that maybe just a transformation, a little bit of a change up in your social schedule, Leo. So don't be concerned if you feel less social than normal. Time to just kick it down a notch, just a bit, just chill. So that's what I see for you this weekend, Leo. And now for Aquarius. Thank you for stopping in, and I am curious to see what Spirit has to say for you this weekend as well, Aquarius. So starting out with a big card, the Lovers, and a big romantic card at that. Then you have your challenge with the Page of Swords and your action with the Ace of Wands. So this is awesome. I always like when there's balance. There's only the 3 cards in this reading. So I love that you have your challenge and your action. So obviously, whatever you're going to be doing this weekend, it is going to be with your love interest, with your partner in life. So I don't always look at lovers like that, but in this case, I do see this weekend being very you and your partner oriented. We know that Aquarius, you are intuitive by nature, so it seems natural that you're going to be having some challenge and action. You're definitely going to be having challenge this weekend, so it's nice that you have your partner to help you with that and through that. So with the Page of Swords, not necessarily a bad challenge. Actually, most of the time they really aren't. So in this case, it's saying that you are going to activate your diplomacy. You are going to get that diplomacy going. And even though you're sociable by nature, you're kind of distant too. So this is probably where your partner in life is going to kick in, where their very strong sense of diplomacy becomes a benefit to you, becomes an asset to you. Now, we know that Gemini is very strongly linked with the Lovers. Now, not saying that your partner is a Gemini per se, but in this situation, I'm thinking a Gemini might be involved here. So with the Page of Swords saying that you need that diplomacy, but also just be open to new things. And because we know that it is speaking very strongly to diplomacy, just you have to get that timing together and maybe look to your partner to help you deliver some news that might not be pleasant to hear. And that's okay. You do have someone to help you. Then your action, your Ace of Wands, speaks to potential new beginnings and growth. So that is probably it too. This incident, whatever's happening this weekend for you, Aquarius, is more than likely going to help your relationship grow. It's going to give you more faith in your partner, give your partner more faith in you. The Ace of Wands is saying it's going to give you that ability to grow, to expand. So that's for your relationship and your challenge. So that's wonderful. You really can't go wrong with that, Aquarius. So just knowing that you have your Gemini very strongly here. I always say if you know someone in that sign, seek them out. They're probably going to help you with this. And in this case, you do already have your partner, so I wouldn't really worry about it too much. But it looks like everything is going to be met well and benefit your relationship and whatever this issue is this weekend, Aquarius. And now for Gemini. Hello to you, Gemini. I hope you had a great week. Let's see what the weekend holds. We're starting with the Six of Wands, the Eight of Swords, and the Hierophant. So, again, love that action challenge. And then we have the Hierophant. So that's someone who's going to help you with your challenge and encourage and enrich your action. So we're starting out with an action. So we have the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands speaks to victory and success, and you feel like it's deserved. So that's a wonderful card to start out with, because it's saying that the goals that you have set for the weekend, the things that you're going to accomplish this weekend are going to be successful, and you're going to feel like they're well deserved. Like, I did work hard for this. I did do my due diligence. I did everything that was needed, and now I'm reaping the benefit. So that's a great way to start. But the challenge, the Eight of Swords, is speaking about right timing and knowing when to just stick with it. Trust in your sense of right timing and know that everything is going to benefit from that. So it looks like the Six of Wands is saying, yeah, you were right on target. Your sense of self-confidence with the Six of Wands is definitely pulling up and strengthening that Eight of Wands. Then you have the Hierophant. Now with the Hierophant, you look to this person for guidance. Now he is strongly linked with Taurus. When you think of the Hierophant, you think of Taurus. So again, seek out your Tauruses if you have one, especially someone who you already, if there's someone you go to already when you have big decisions, or you want to make the best possible decision, then the Hierophant is who you're looking for. This is a person who could bring you into a more spiritual way of being, but you might have been resisting. This weekend, Gemini, might be the weekend for you to take that leap of faith, let your inquisitive nature take over, and see what the Hierophant is talking about. Obviously, it's something that is going to help you achieve this goal where you have been working toward it. You do want this. You want the kudos. You want the respect. So the Hierophant is going to help you with that. This person is like a mentor or someone who you do bounce ideas off of, and it sounds like this is the weekend to do that. So again, there's no pentacles in here, so I'm not saying it's for financial success or even business. This could be, well, actually, oddly enough, I'm thinking it's about your own business. Isn't that weird? That just came to me. So I'm thinking, Gemini, this might be something you've been, a small endeavor. I'm not saying you're going to up and leave your job. Don't resign on Monday, Gemini. Don't do it. But I think there's been something that's been tempting you, like the gig economy now, or just all the things that can be done nowadays. There's so many creative outlets out there. So I've got the feeling that's what you are inviting. That's the idea you're entertaining. So seek out your Hierophant, see what he thinks about it. And that's what I see for you, Gemini. And hello to you, my fellow Libras. Thanks for stopping in. And let's start out with the Empress, the Two of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. So starting out with the Empress, beautiful card to have, very, very pleasant card, speaking to rich abundance. So this weekend you're going to feel like you have everything you need, Libra. You are going to be very happy, especially in the domestic realm. So that's usually when I think of domestic, I'm thinking of family, loved ones, not so much your friends or your friendships. So, and also if you're of that mindset, this card speaks very strongly to fertility. So that rich abundance could not just be financial, and if you go into the abundance emotionally well, fertility and having a child, that would definitely be something that would put you in rich abundance, especially once the child is born. So that's definitely something that could be happening, either a decision to have a child, bring a new child into your already happy family. So this is something that might be on your mind, Libra. But definitely the Empress really speaks to you because she also represents beauty. She's sitting under that beautiful cherry blossom tree. I love cherry blossoms. I think they're gorgeous. So she definitely represents beauty, definitely home. And, so with this, beauty is your thing, Libra. You like to be surrounded by beautiful things. When you go somewhere, you like to put your best face forward. So this is just saying this weekend you are going to be in your element, and your home life, your personally, very personal emotional life is going to be very much in check. Everything's going to be going well. Let's look at your action, the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands speaks to being able to plan from a very stable and optimistic vantage point. So in this case, when you have the Empress starting you out, she's just saying whatever you choose to do, whatever your goals are this weekend, especially family-oriented, they're going to go well. The Two of Wands is saying there's going to be great progress with it, and having that reliable partner is going to be a huge part of that. So definitely speaking, I believe, to domesticity. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles is regarding being able to enjoy the little things, and you get to enjoy the rewards of hard work. So in this case, I'm still thinking very family oriented, very, very much for the hearth and home. It's something that's these pentacles are for your domestic life, for your emotional worth, and how you're feeling this weekend. So it's not really about the money with the Nine of Pentacles in this reading. It's more about just that sense of prosperity and good luck, strong confidence and self-esteem, and it's all based in the family, in the home. So this is a weekend where you're truly going to appreciate your family ties, Libra, and that's what I see for you. And hello to you, Cancer. Thank you for checking in. Always a pleasure to do a reading for you, Cancer. We're starting out with the Six of Swords, the Chariot, and the High Priestess. So you have two power cards in your little 3-card reading for this weekend, Cancer. So let's see what Spirit is saying to you. We are starting out with challenge. We're starting out with the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords, though, that is our challenge card that speaks to steady progress after a long period of difficulty, and just feeling like a sense of peace is restored. Possibly a journey involved in you getting there, getting to that point to achieve that improvement. So with that, seeing that the Six of Swords is already talking about a possible journey to get this improvement, I'm seeing the Chariot here. So in this case, I would completely agree that the Chariot is speaking to travel and a more determined course, something that you will need to travel for in order to achieve that success, that necessary end game, that necessary ending. And the Chariot does speak directly to Cancer. So it's the card that represents you in the tarot. So a trip, a journey, leaving town. Seems like it's going to be very good for you and your future activities, for improvement for yourself, and to help get that respite after a long period of difficulty. So if you've been wanting to get away, Cancer, don't feel like you can't. Don't feel like you shouldn't. In this case, the Six of Swords and the Chariot are telling you it's more than likely going to be necessary for the progress that you need to transpire, the things that you want to accomplish. You taking some time out to get away from it all is going to be pretty much necessary. If you can't leave town, well then take a staycation. Take a hike in the woods, go to the park, do something that you feel like, the things that you can do that feel like a vacation or feel like you've been away. Do something like that this weekend for your own peace of mind and for your own progress. Then we have the High Priestess. And we know the High Priestess speaks to intuition and wisdom and being able to listen to and trust your intuition. So that's all saying that this is all going to play a part together. It's all going to work together. You need to take this time away in order for the High Priestess to kick in, for your spiritual development, for you to feel like you are getting somewhere, not just with work, not just with your emotional life. This is something where it's going to culminate for your whole life, Cancer. You need to take that time away for yourself. Bring other people with you if need be, but you need to get away from your normal routine. You need to break from what is normal to you in order to get to open your mind, get you somewhere where you want to be, not where you just have to be, but where you want to be, Cancer. And that's what I see for you. Hi, Pisces. Hope you've had a great week. Thank you for tuning in to see what's happening for you this weekend. And look at that. Start out with the Magician. What an awesome card. So, good card to start with, Pisces. And then we have the Eight of Wands and we have the Queen of Swords. So, starting out with the Magician, it's just an awesome card. Limitless. It seems like anything is possible. So he is the magician. He manipulates the ethereal and brings it more closely to the physical plane. So he's capable of traveling and all. As you see, he's got the infinity sign above his head. He's got the sun at his shoulder. He's in command of all of the elements of the tarot. So starting out with the Magician, it's saying to me that you are going to have an incredible weekend, Pisces. It is going to be very much appealing to your imaginative and compassionate sense, even tapping into that dreamy, because the Magician basically is saying that anything is possible. So since we have that awesome power card just starting out your weekend, and you know everything's going to be exactly, it's going to be one of those weekends where you feel like you couldn't have ordered it. Like if you were able to pick what you wanted to happen this weekend, it happens, and maybe even better. I've had days like that. I've had weekends like that. And so that's what this is going to be for you. All the things that you want are going to be falling into place. So your Eight of Wands, your action card, speaks to changes and being able to handle a lot of things at once. Well, what a great card. He is in control of all the elements. And just infinity. So he is the embodiment of everything you would want to be. So the Eight of Wands is just saying more of the same. You're going to be able to get a lot accomplished, get a lot of things accomplished. It's going to be a very fast-paced weekend for you, but as we said, with the Magician going on there, it's going to be a great weekend. You're going to be doing a lot of things, getting a lot of things accomplished. Might involve some travel, but let's look at your Queen of Swords, see what your challenge is. The Queen of Swords is speaking to perception and independence. So, because, like we said, you are the master of your domain. You are in charge this weekend, Pisces. So, you're going to give in to your imaginative nature. You're going to be more dreamy and more open to things. So the Queen of Swords is just saying more of that. These things that you open your mind to, you start letting roll around in your head, they're going to start making a lot more sense. And you are starting out with the Magician, so you are the Magician this weekend. So of course, things are going to make lots of sense to you this weekend. You're going to be very much in command, in control, but in a really cool way, a really positive and groovy way. You're just going to be like, Zen master this weekend. So enjoy it, Pisces. It's kind of in your nature. And that's what I'm seeing for you. And hello to you, Scorpio. And let's see what we have for you today. All right, so Spirit is saying for you this weekend, you're starting out with some action, but you also have the highest card in the Pentacle suite, suit, excuse me. So it looks as though you're going to be doing very well. So with the 10 of Pentacles, that is saying beware of work. I like to say it like that, beware of work. Don't work too much. So this is your weekend reading. So if you're one of those people, Scorpio, that you do work on your time off, you're very intense, very serious about things, so quite possibly you are considering working this weekend. Do not. If you can avoid it, don't. I mean, if it's something that can wait till Monday, or if it's a project that can happen on another weekend, actually, what I'm seeing here, I think Spirit's telling you if you can accomplish it in your work week, or if you can work an extra hour or two here and there. If your OT is done while you're at work, that's the ticket. That's what you want to start doing, Scorpio. So if you have a tendency to work your weekends, stop doing that. Life is short. If it's necessary in your job, I understand it. And I'm not talking about necessarily Saturday and Sunday. A lot of people don't have Saturday and Sunday off. But if you have time off from your work, you should take it. The Ace of Pentacles is ensuring that I don't want to say ensuring, but the Ace of Pentacles is saying it's a pretty fair chance, very strong chance, that you will still have prosperity. You will still feel abundant materially. So relax and just never doubt that you have the ability to bring to you what you want. Your manifestation is, all of us have that in us to manifest very strongly, Scorpio. So Spirit is saying to you this weekend, you need to start manifesting your desires. Concentrate on them, think on them, make them happen. Put the energy that you were putting into that overworking, that burden, when the work feels very burdensome because it's more than you're supposed to be doing. Put that energy into making happen, to achieve, to dream it is to achieve it. So do that. Start thinking that way. And the star also speaks to that. Speak to rewards from creativity. Creativity manifests desires. So all these cards are saying life is too short to work every weekend, to work too many weekends. And honestly, I think Spirit's saying find another way to make this work so that you don't give up the time that you have away from work. We already work longer than we enjoy life, and we already see our coworkers and the people at work more than we see our loved ones, our friends, and our family. So don't add to that. Life is short, Scorpio. Make things happen in a good and timely manner for you so that you don't have to give up that precious spare time. And that's what I'm seeing for you, Scorpio. Thank you for joining me, and I want to invite you to join me for your weekly reading airing this Sunday. And as always, essentially, we all have a divine purpose. Embrace the universe and live your dream. Until next week, here's wishing you health, prosperity, and positive relationships. Farewell to you all.